Let's move on straight towards game 2 then. Game 2 first half will be Ever Sleepy Tentia being chosen up by, I'm quite sure it's Fav. Not sure what a ban is, so we won't worry about that too much. For now, Chikin is going to be banning the Priestess and the Anti-Courier first 2 bans. And of course, perma ban is Hulu Blue, by the way, we cannot forget about that. As from the Survivor side, we banned Goatman here too. So Goatman isn't honestly that much of a bad ban. We have seen how busted a Goatman can actually be. But for now, it seems like we are going to be aiming for first 2 picks here. You still have to worry about Ivy and Opera. So for Chikin, I think Opera is one of the things that you really need to be scared about. Scars, on the other hand, who do we want to be chosen out here? Mercenary will be first pick alongside with Embalmer here. We want a guarantee tie, as Scars did manage to actually win round 1 as well. So that is a huge plus for Scars. However, I don't think Chikin will be backing down here anytime soon too, because Scars did use up that seer as well, so that's why you don't really see the seer for spans. It's not being shown on the global bans. If you watch the previous video, it probably will be there. But anyways, aside from that right now, next ban, you cannot ban a rescuer anymore, so you need to ban a decoder. You don't, if you're playing Ivy, you can't ban mech, right? So if we go through all the options here, up against an Ivy, up against an Opera, the next best pick here, Cordy isn't bad. I was kind of aiming towards the side of, like, you know, Acrobat, because it's a map like this. So, but I guess Survivors will come out with Acrobat instead. I mean, if it works, it works. If it works, it works as well. If it does work, it does work. Oh, I'm repeating. Last ban has to be a support or a decoding type. Right, there's no way Prisoner is coming out here. So what's the next support on hand? Psycho is an option. Psycho is 100% an option here. It seems like we are going to go for Psychologist. Okay, we are going for Psychologist, but it seems like global ban. It's triple global ban instead of double global bans here for Japan side. Okay, Japan Qualifiers is playing this a little bit more differently, it seems. We're going to go for 3 perma bans on Japan side. That's interesting. As the last pick there is going to be the Painter. Okay, we're forcing an Ivy to come out here, it seems. I think we're forcing Ivy here to come out for 2 reasons, right? Reason number 1, you can think about how Ivy will first chase Painter. If Ivy first chases Painter, okay, it's Painter and Embalmer. It's a guaranteed tie game. Painter gets chased first. Painter can stay on chair 4 as long as he likes. Embalmer can come in immediately and then run away to deploy a coffin down. So you can rescue Painter at the very last moment, and then he can be self-resurrected on the other side of the map. That's kind of what I'm thinking what Scars is trying to do here with the Painter and Embalmer combo. So from their side right now, this is really good. This is a really good combo here. As you saw me looking down, because I was just writing the title. Lol, I usually keep track. But with this in mind, let's just move a little bit faster on towards the game. It seems like it will be, who's going to be the pick here? Yep, it's going to be Ivy who's going to be chosen here from Chikin's side. So overall for Chikin right now, his Ivy is still really good. We can't forget about this map where, you know, we spectated last week, a 4-man elimination with no detention in game. So I do think Scars kind of realized this too and was like saying, okay, we're going to have to reach the end game, but we need this Painter and Embalmer no matter what happens. And of course, Acrobat is a really good container too, so there's also that too. With that in mind, Chikin on this side note too, we move on straight towards the area selection mode. It will be the Painter at the entrance of Graveyard, alongside with Embalmer on Balcony, Mercenary in middle, and of course the Acrobat on near Tram Spawn. For Ivy right now, honestly, Ivy best spawn here would be directly near Geishas, a top middle. Yeah, top middle going after Sword isn't too bad, and especially if there is a Cypher machine actually upstairs in Balcony, all what GNK and Bomb had to do is to look down from the window to look at Painter's face before we actually get the face of Painter to embalm him. So with this, it's a really darn good team comp. Here for a guaranteed tie. However, endgame is still quite a huge issue, especially up against Chikin too. We're gonna move on straight towards the persona. Here we go. It will be 1 Kite Turner on the Mercenary alongside with Borrow Time, Embalmer on Nature Reflex Flywheel, Painter on Borrow Time Flywheel, and of course Acrobat on Borrow Time Flywheel. Meanwhile, Ivy here with Instant Attention alongside with Blink. This will be qualifiers for Japan stage, day 1 match 1, Game 2 first half between Fav versus Scars. Let's move on towards the game then, shall we? Okay, let's see here. Ivy. We're gonna go for more of a map control game, early game here, as it does seem like we're trying to look for that Embalmer first chase. However, GNK here, the Coffin has already been deployed down too, so it's overall not too bad for our Embalmer. We did manage to get the 40 stacks there pretty early on as well, and if we're able to leech on towards Embalmer here, it would be a really good early game. We got 61 stacks just about on time. Now it's kind of just, I feel like for Ivy here, you could use your... okay, we got it, that's good, but I felt like for Chikin there, you could definitely have used, okay, what's happening? Why do we just switch wings? Okay, my brain just got confused. You could have used your Revelation there, instead of getting it off early on, but I guess for GNK, still 40 stacks overall, not too bad. Once you get that second leech on, it's gonna be pretty darn good for you. But for GNK here, especially on Embalmer's point of view, you need to run towards a wall. Because like if you run towards a wall, Ivy can't Revelation you. That's kind of the thing that I don't understand what Japan are doing as well. Because you see a lot of CN survivors do it too. They stick on towards a wall where like it's hard for Ivy to get her body in and get that Revelation on you too. But with that, it seems like it will be around 2 Cypher Machines done. So just barely more than 2 Cypher Machines done. Mercenary on the other hand has 55 stacks. We want to wait for Mercenary to drop down a little bit more Revelation stacks, more Fear stacks before he comes into rescue. So... with that, Painter has finished off his Cypher Machine. Overall, it's not too much of an issue here for Painter. Mercenary, on the other hand, that's a very good dodge, as we weren't really looking in front of us. But for Takoyaki here too, no Elbow Pot to come into rescue isn't too bad. This is once again still Ivy after the nerf, right? So like the Revelation stack will be decreased by half when there's a survivor on chart instead of decreased by 25%. So it does relieve quite a lot of the stress and the pressure that hunters have here. However, on the other hand, GNK still gonna try run for it. We're gonna you can try contain here if you really want to. If you can kite after detention's over, that is good. We do have flywheel here too. We can flywheel towards the pallet. There we go. There we go. And Blink has been forced. As long as Blink here is forced, that's really all what matters. As long as Blink here is forced, that's really all what matters. What's most likely to happen here for Chikin as well is map control. You're gonna have to do so much map control here to stop the Cypher Machine from being decoded. However, Mercenary cannot be leeched just yet, so it seems like we're gonna give up on that toss. You know what, Acrobat is still nearby too. Acrobat wants to get a fireball on towards the Hunter, or maybe he just wants to run away from the Hunter. However, in this case scenario, we couldn't get out of the range early enough, but I guess on one side note, a containment is a containment. That's 15 seconds of borrowed time. And of course, back into basement we go. This is going to waste so much more of Ivy's time. This is kind of why I say, okay, it's a real guaranteed high comp. And not only that, Embalmer is the only one without borrowed time. So right now it's really good for the survivors here too, as it seems like we're going to teleport over here first towards middle. We want to lock middle Cypher Machine, which is the 96%. I feel like for Mercenary you can keep that Cypher Machine primed and just leave it there for now. However, Cash on this side note is going to have to rotate out a little bit early here, especially from Embalmer's point of view as well. We're going to be able to get Leech and get a teleport on. However, it is still only going to be a 99 stack because that's how Ivy works after all. For now, Takoyaki on this side note, Ka forced a 100 stack too. That's really good. That's a really good force, especially when we realized that Ivy was not looking at us too. So that's really good from Cash. And now, the last of the 74% Cypher Machine. It does seem like Painter decided to decode a completely new Cypher here at Graveyard. So now it's all up to the Mercenary to come near. Well, I don't think Mercy can do much. Can he? Mercenary is looking for an item right now for endgame, it seems. Acrobat, that's going to be second ball used. However, Acrobat did decode 1.5 Cypher Machines, so he does still have, you know, he does have 2 white balls and 2 red balls. It seems like right now we have 2 red balls, no more mud balls left, probably 1 white ball remaining, as we managed to get the 100% stack on there too. However, it's still not an issue. For now, it is still not an issue. We do have a needle on Merc's hands as well. Oh, that changes quite a lot. A needle on Merc's hand. Is Merc is in quite a bit of a pickle. However, he's on the stairs, so it's not too much of an issue. Acrobat and the Painter on this side. No, she can just want some map control to get Blink ready. Is that gonna happen? It's gonna be another question in mind. We did see Merc healing here too, so that is also a slight issue at hand right now. Right now, we are being very cautious of our movement here as Acrobat decided to decode a completely new Cypher machine here too. So 3 Cypher machines are going to be decoded. That's the best case scenario against Ivy. That is really the best case scenario against Ivy. It's the same for Dreamwish as well. Well, usually for Dreamwish, 2 Cyphers is enough because you can deleach pretty fast. But for Ivy, 3 Cyphers isn't a bad option. 3 Cyphers is just safer. It's because like you have 1 Phantom body and 1 main body on each side of the map. That's a slight issue. That is a slight issue, and there's no constraints here too as well. Now it's a waiting game. Now it's a waiting game, because what Chikin here is looking at is, oh, didn't really win the mind game. What Chikin here is looking at, is, okay, we want to waste as much Acrobat's item as possible so he doesn't have much to use endgame. That's what he's looking for. Painter on this side note too. You just have to think about it as well, right? Oh wait, MiraiK is decoding the Cypher machine nearby. Hold on a second. Hold on a second. I think we just realized. Oh, okay, we just realized. We did just realize. Okay, with that, we're teleporting over to Taco. Taco is gonna be here. Okay, Mercy will not be leech just yet, but Mercy cannot. Can he force? He could. Yeah, you could force him to do it, but I don't think it's gonna do much. The El Papa was not cancelled. But the Cypher machine is primed. However, the Cypher machine is primed, so it's fine. It's fine. There's nothing that they can do anymore. That hit the chair! La la la. La 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 la. That's a good hit. Now it's just a really long game. We can pop here. There's a 100% chance you can pop here. Maybe not. Okay, we're not gonna pop just yet. We're gonna wait. The blink is okay. Blink is ready. That might be the only issue. Blink being ready might be the only issue here. We now shall wait patiently. It's gonna be dropped down. We cannot pop. You cannot pop until Mercy gets that 100 stack. You cannot pop. Until I feel like Mercy needs that 100 stack. Mercy, you need to look at that 100 stack. Mercy 100. There we go. Okay. Got 42. We can pop now. Okay. Now the only issue is how long is this Mercy gonna contain? Yeah, that's the only issue. But however, if Chikin wants a map controller, you can think about how he needs to leech and then bring the Phantom back before he teleports. So I do think it's not a surplus for the Hunter, because it is still 50-50 right now. Can Chikin replicate what he's done last week? Can Chikin do it? Mercenary got another needle, lad, that's 2 needles you've been getting. What is this? 2 needles, really? 2 needles. 2 needles. This is tyranny. This is insane luck. 2 needles. Chikin, we're gonna teleport back over towards that side of the map. Mercenary is healing. And okay, 60 seconds remaining on the clock here. Chikin is on a time constraint as well, because it's 35-40 seconds per each corruption transference. So with that, what do we have? What do we have left? We have 54 seconds of detention left on the clock. Oh, Mercenary. Mercenary vaulted. You can have the Alpha. I'm thinking pretty hard here on what they should do. I'm really thinking hard. Swords is on this side of the map. 30 seconds remaining clock for detention. Blink has been used. Should we try force the gate open then if that's the case? That's now my question. Should we force the gate open? Because I feel like forcing the gate open now just seems like a way better option, but the flywheel there was really good as well, as we got 95 stacks down towards the painter. That's not overall not too bad. Okay, that's fine. Painter no items left, however he can get items. Mercenary on the other hand, it's just unfortunate that he jumped down early. It's just really unfortunate he jumped out early. Ay. Mercy 93% self-heal rate. Mercenary 93% health. Painter can open the gate though, but Ivy's nearby. Okay, the tension's over. Someone's going over to heal the Mercenary right around now. Sword, 99 stack, heal, run. Both of them have to run. Okay, so both of them decide to run towards the side of the map. The Acrobat, run, item lad. Run, item lad. That is the run stone you need to teleport to. That is bad. Run, Astrakhan. Like, if you see how long the game is going, you only see the bottom left-hand side without any of the overlays on. That is hilarious too. Okay, brilliant stuff. This is bad. This is bad. The gate is going to be opened by Painter right now. The gate is currently being opened by Painter right now. Oh, we're going to bring you back here. It's 5 seconds before you can get rid of that Ostracon. We're going to teleport towards this one instead. And now we have something else on this side of the map. Ay, 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 ay. That is bad. That is real bad. Can Mercenary get another needle? This better not be 3 needles in a row. I swear to God, please. No 3 needles in a row. We leech on towards Acrobat. Acrobat gets teleported on. That's fine. Look, it doesn't matter. It doesn't really matter here. Painter gets the gate open. Painter gets the gate. Oh, no. Phantom's on this side of the map. Wait a second, Chikin. The gate is open. The gate should be open here. The gate 100% should be open here. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3. Oh, never mind. It's stuck on 3. Let's just say it's 4. 73% exit gate opening speed. 73%. Acrobat is running towards the exit gate here as well. However, he decodes it really slow. It seems like Mercy is able to backdoor that gate. But Mercenaries... no, Mercy should be able to backdoor. Mercy backdoor. Oh, okay. That's about enough. That is actually about enough. Oh, that's going to be blink. That's fine. That's fine. It just fully reset if that's the case. GG's. 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 It's a 3-man escape. Ay, 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 ay. GG's. Moving on. Okay, moving on straight towards game 2, second half. We go. It will be Scars here versus Fav. 3-1 here for Scars. The 3 permanent bans here will be Mercenary, Puppeteer, and Coordinator. If MiraiK wants it, MiraiK can actually ban all the Rescuers that he wants. And just run Anne here for the guarantee tie. But MiraiK has quite a lot of options here too. I don't like Nayad if Nayad's actually being chosen now. But for now, we're going to be banning the Anti-Courier and of course the Embalmer. Fav Survivor have to run CM Priestess. I don't think there's an option here. I generally don't think there's an option. Maybe Seer, yes, but Priestess no, because of Opera Singer. So now we wait and see. Now we really have to wait and see what's the whole deal about this. Hunter, ban Goatman. Goatman isn't a bad ban here. If they want, they can leave Goatman out and try contain up against Goatman. But Goatman will always be guaranteed tie, especially with detention too. So that is a secondary issue as well. Okay, we're going to decide to ban off Goatman here. Survivors, first 2 picks. Seer has to be chosen out no matter what. If you don't choose Seer here, it just won't work. It really just won't work. It really just won't work. So we're gonna have to see. We really have to see here. Okay, now it's a waiting game. Fav. Not only Seer, you can even like Gardener, Seer, Gardener. I mean, Fire Investigator. You still have Fire Investigator. You still have Aeroplay. Well, Aeroplay is up against Opera. It wouldn't really work. But I mean, Opera's dash speed has still been reduced, so it is still doable. But Seer and Seer Priestess for 2 picks. You want to counter both the Ivy and the Opera at the same time. That's also understandable, but finicky. It's just really finicky right now. So we're gonna have to wait and see. Yeah. Next ban, Banner Rescuer. Banner Rescuer. You can ban First Officer here. First Officer or Gravekeeper. I will ban First Officer and let Gravekeeper out if you want to run Opera. But if you want to run IV, ban First Officer. Well, well, it doesn't really change anything. Fire Investigator next ban. Okay. I think MiraiK is banking on them not picking a Rescuer here, because they still do need Rescuers for round 3 as well. They can't run without any Rescuers round 3, or it's too risky, especially if it's Bonbon, if it's his Nayad endgame. It's just not going to be worth it. So now, they don't have Puppeteer. They do have a Journalist. I know Fav loves playing Journalist, but Journalist works really well against Opera and Ivy's though. I do think Journalist works pretty well against Opera and Ivy, especially with the Paladin Mind Game stuff. But it will be Aeroplanist instead. It will be Aeroplanist instead. With that, if that's the case, last man has to be Rescuer then. It's a choice between Gravekeeper and First Officer now. It is a choice between the two. We're going to get rid of First Officer, and it seems like we're going to allow the Gravekeeper to come out. For Fav, Gravekeeper is the best way to go with this one. For Fav, Gravekeeper is definitely one of the best ways to go. We're just going to have to see what they decide to do. because this is still pretty hard at the end of the day. It is still pretty hard at the end of the day. What they do have fast decoders. Forward! Forward! Do we want Ivy to come out then if we chose forward? Forward already! Oh, okay. Apai, forward. Now it's the persona lock. Well, everyone changes here too. Ooh, forward. I don't know. The last time I saw forward from Fav, it wasn't really that good. But like you can see, Seer Priestess and forward already out. I'm looking forward to see how well forward does after buff. Forward after buff is always really interesting. Really interesting. But wish dash. Let's see what MiraiK decides to choose here, as there is now currently 34 seconds left on the clock. MiraiK has quite a lot of options, right? MiraiK can run Ivy, in which you can target the Seer first, and forward can not forward, and and forward cannot do anything. MiraiK can target the Priestess as Opera Singer, because Opera Singer does catch up to her Priestess really fast. Even if it's open area, it should be fine. But then forward will be an issue in exchange as well. So I mean, forward does counter Opera. Forward does counter Opera now if you think about it too. However, are we running borrowed time is also another issue from Survivor side. We're gonna be going Opera Singer here from MiraiK. MiraiK only needs the tie game here. I 100% would have banned Seer. I would have banned Seer and Bomber and then let Anti-Current out. Because Anne is just always the way to go. Anne really is just always the way to go. But with this in mind, it will be Priestess here forward and Aeroplane is up against an Opera Singer. Their spawn location is going to matter here quite a lot. We're going to hope that we have to hope that Seer spawns near 2-story. Because there's no way Priestess can spawn there at all. Priestess has to be like near balcony or near S pallet to be able to provide as much support as possible. But with this, let's move on straight towards the error selection mode. It will be Seer. Okay, so Seer near 2-story, Dacho here on balcony as the Priestess, and Apai as Aeroplanist at near S pallet, near school gate. And then the 2 forward here spawning at middle. Now, Opera Singer, if Opera spawns in between the Seer and Priestess, it will be for the best. I think that would be the best case scenario here, and that's what we decide to do here too. It's one between the two. It's either going to be Aeroplanist on your left hand side or Seer on your left hand side for MiraiK. And if it's Seer, first chasing him isn't too bad. But the only issue is Seer can regen Owl pretty fast, so it depends on how well MiraiK's Opera Singer is. Because if that Opera isn't good enough, it will result in a 4-man endgame still. It will result in a 4-man endgame. So like there's a lot of talk here. There is a lot of talk here. We're gonna move on then. This will be Fav versus Scars. Persona wise, Priestess on knee-jerk reflex, Seer on knee-jerk reflex, and double Titan here on both the forward and the Aeroplanist. MiraiK wish warp confined space detention on the warp. Up against a Seer though, I don't think that's the way to go. But if we're going to go for max pallet breaking, why not, I guess. With this game, let's move straight on then, shall we? Okay. Spawn close towards graveyard. We're going to look for Dacho here first as the Priestess. Okay, Priestess on maid costume. MiraiK missing that Shadow Leap wasn't the best, but Dacho is also putting quite a lot of distance in between as well. But I guess that portal is going to be able to allow us to catch up here relatively fast too. So Dacho first chase. Persona wise, it was confined space detention with Berserker there, it seems, alongside I'm quite sure with Rage. So with that, we're trying to counter the force as much as possible. But I still do just feel like if you have Mischievous, it is a bit better as well. For now, Dacho is going to be on the run. We're going to be able to get a really nice portal here straight towards the graveyard. However, Tram Senpai did obstruct our view there just a little bit. So with that, I mean, you're still getting safely, but there's a lot here. But I guess, I mean, you don't put as much distance as before. But that's a bit of an owl here from Seer. And yes, you cannot forget it is warp. It is warp Opera Singer. So I don't think even if you get the first hit here, you can get Priestess down fast enough. Now then, do we want the warp here? Oh, we missed it. We don't warp. I feel like warping it would have been a better option, but it seems like we're going to Shadow Dance back. And now Priestess will finally get her first hit. You do see how slow Opera Singer is as well compared to before. So that's also another nice thing to see, but that's not a good warp gauge. That's not a good warp. That's really not a good warp. For forward here, forward can't stun. Ford can aim for a stun here. Ford can really aim for a stun here, but it seems like we want to save it for later on. There we go. We want to save it for when Opera Singer is getting rid of the pallets. But we do have Addiction too, alongside with Desperate Fight, so the stun isn't going to be that long after all. Priestess on this side, no, running straight towards Aeroplanist's new Cypher machine, second Cypher. But she is dead. She is dead. The good news is she is dead. And the next good news is we can cheer near the Aeroplanist, and that's what I think we should be doing right now. Aeroplanist on this side. I think we should cheer Priestess towards a further away. Okay, maybe never not. Maybe never mind. I was about to say Priestess should be chaired near the furthest chair because there could still be a pallet near this area, but I guess if there isn't, that's good. I forgot that it was broken as well. My brain early in the morning. With this though, let's see. Appai needs to look for a jetpack in. Preferably speaking, if you don't use hover, that would be for the best as well. And that's what we were looking for. Okay, forward. Are we going to come in for a stun? We aren't. However, Priestess does have knee-jerk reflex here to try run away. That's going to be the red circle here coming here for Tie Turner. But it is still 2 Cypher machines remaining here. So overall, not too bad from Fav. Not too bad from Fav. But the Seer and the Priestess were used in this round too, just so we can get an advantage point. That is not good. Ford can definitely come in for the rescue as he does have 1 extra Tie Turner. However, it is Opera Singer with Warp we're talking about right now, so if Priestess go down, she's going to go down fast. But there's 2 portals on Priestess too. It seems like it's going to be a 4-man endgame. It seems like for now it's going to be a 4-man endgame no matter what. The dash is really slow. The dash is actually really slow compared to before. When I Shadow Dance back here, did we see forward? We didn't. But can we see forward? Yes, we can. We can. We were able to spot him out right about now. He's going to pull a ball. That's going to be a stun there. Very beautifully done by Nerisu. I'm gonna go for a second longer stun. Okay, we do have Desperate Fight. We did also have Addiction for like 2 seconds there too, so that Addiction will come in pretty clutch. Target changing isn't the best course of action. Target changing really isn't the best course of action, but as you can see here too, right, the Opera Singer is just so slow. She's so slow compared to before. She can't dash just, but she's so slow. Okay, that's gonna be hover used. Well, at least no jetpack has been used there too. That's kind of the good news. We're gonna go look for Seer. Seer doesn't have an owl, so there's a chance that he can't really contain for long. But it's only the dash distance that has been increased, not the dash speed. Sure. Oh, that's gonna be over. That's not too bad, and that's a hit on straight towards the Seer. Okay. Priestess has been full healed. We're kind of banking on that Seer doesn't have borrowed time. We're banking on Seer doesn't have borrowed time. It's hard to bank on Dash, honestly. But for Felix right now too. Okay, that's gonna be immediate down. That's fine. We do see as well Appai going straight towards that Cypher machine. If we can warp towards Appai and get him down, I think that's for the best. Because you can at least slug 1. But we see Priestess on that side of the map. We do see Appai decoding last Cypher machine there too. Do we want to go for it is the question. I don't think we will. MiraiK is gonna try target down the Seer. We're gonna try tunnel the Seer here as much as possible, but it is borrow time. It is borrow time. There is borrow time here, so there's not much we can do. Nerisu, we're gonna come in for the rescue right now. Okay, Priestess has a lawn. No, that's not a lawn portal. That's just a portal. No, that is a lawn portal. Sorry. Priestess has a lawn portal ready for Seer to go through. Wow. But there is warp, so I don't think we should go through it. Oh, that's no hit. Hold on. That's a hit on towards forward. Good. I don't think Seer can make... maybe. No, Seer can't. It's a bit too much if Seer can actually make it. Oh, we can pop. Guys, let's pop. Pop. I feel like popping there would have been better. They want a 4-man endgame. Okay, that's a need to reflex alongside with a borrowed time. We're gonna be able to warp out here as MiraiK just realized that it is a Seer with borrowed time. Dash speed is a little bit doofy. I don't think MiraiK is getting used to it this anytime soon, even though he hasn't been playing for the off season. But up against a pro team, a little bit hard. And of course the owl is ready. Dungeon is near Schoolgate, so overall right now it shouldn't be too bad for MiraiK just to even guarantee a 1-man down, and we will be able to see that too. However, we'll be moving on straight towards round 3 if that's the case.